Hello, 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 everyone. We're getting ready to get started with the visualization meditation session. Welcome. I'll let everyone come on in the room. Yes. I'm excited. I hope that you guys are feeling okay today. It is Wellness Wednesday. You are getting over the hump of the week. You are almost there. All right, guys. So it's 7 o'clock on the dot. I'm going to go ahead and get started. I don't want to keep you long, but today's session or tonight's session is about visualization meditation. All right. And I'm not sure if a lot of you know about visualization and meditation paired together. So the objective today is to introduce you to visualization techniques and to guide at least one visualization practice together, okay? So when we talk about visualization, we are talking about imagining, right? Having the ability to think in your mind of how you want things to look, how you want them to feel, how you want them to progress, okay? And before we even get started, what I want to say is that with visualization meditation, even in the Bible, we can see that visualizing is very important and a very powerful practice. In 2 Corinthians 10:4 and 5, it says that visualization or seeing something with the eyes that you can imagine can help you receive the faith of the Lord through faith, right? Things that are not easily seen or not seen at all, but you believe in, right? Habakkuk says, write the vision, make it plain upon the tables, that it may run that readeth it, right? And that just means writing down a vision can help you remember and keep the big picture of where you're going in your mind and to plan small steps to get there, right? As you look forward and you look, and you just envision yourself in a certain space. We have 2 Corinthians 4:18, and make sure that you write these down and you go and read these, right? And it just says, well, we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are unseen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are internal or eternal. And it just goes to show that you should be able to visualize the unseen, right? So I just wanted to give you those little tidbits right there for visualization. Now, visualization can come in different ways, right? So one of the ways is that you can, I know when we were young, a lot of us have a hard time visualizing things. I am one of those. We're young, our parents or our teachers might get on us about the daydreaming part, right? Drifting off somewhere, thinking beyond, not being in the moment. But as we're young, it's really a power to be able to visualize, to see yourself, to dream, to create in your mind, and to drift off, because as you drift off, that thing becomes really real to you, especially when you're young, because as you have the innocence, you just have the power and know-how without any kind of anybody coming in to dance on your parade or rain on your parade, right? You're just free to travel within your mind. And it's so wonderful being a child, being able to do that. But a lot of us were shunned about that, right? Your daydreaming means that you're lazy, you're not concentrating, you're not taking things seriously, which is far from the truth. And now we have a lot of adults that can't envision things. It's hard for them to visualize or imagine things because that part of them has been kind of cut off for so long with the negative connotation with daydreaming. But daydreaming is visualization. It is seeing yourself in another place with other people, doing other things, even seeing your future self, which is very healthy for the mind, for you to be able to see yourself doing what you love, what you desire, to be able to picture the type of life that you want to live, the career you want to have, the type of home or family that you desire. right? So we need to really come back to visualization. For those who have a hard time visualizing, it is great to do vision boards, right? You can look at things that you get a cardboard or pictures or whatever, you put it on a cardboard, and you can visualize what you want or the plans that you have for your life so that you can look at them every day and remind yourself, this is where I'm going. And you can even put small little steps on how you're going to get there, right? You can plan it all out. And then every day you get up and you see that and you know that you have a goal to reach and that you have small steps that are obtainable because a lot of us want to, I'm one of those, just want to jump and be there, right? But there's small steps that you have to go through to get to your desired location. So vision board is important. And if you don't have like glue and paper and all of that, people are now using their phones as vision boards. You can use Pinterest as a vision board, Instagram, save the pictures, create you a collage where anytime on your lunch break, just sitting at the doctor's office, you can stare at that picture and visualize yourself in those places, in those spaces. It is just as powerful as cutting out pictures and putting it on cardboard. But I will say this, when you do that, you must pair visualization with your emotion. You have to feel like you are there. You have to feel like the emotion that would accompany that picture or those steps, because emotion is the fuel for the vehicle to get you there. So you have to be able to conjure up those emotions. One way you can do it is, if it's something that's going to make you really happy or excited, you can go back and pull a memory. Like maybe you were on vacation and you can feel how you felt on that vacation, where you're going to conjure up that feeling and then you're going to put it with the new pictures or the new images that you have so that they can be fueled in the vehicle to move you forward to get to those places. Okay. Another way you can visualize is creating you and a book. If for you that are techie, you can go on and have AI help you create a book, or you can just write it old school way. If for those of you who have kids, they ever write you a story and then staple the notebook down, and on the front they create a cover. You can do that for yourself. And what you can do is you can write a story about you and how you're going to move through and get to how you're going to get to your destination, right? In the first person, you're going to read about you. You're going to create some chapters about your life. And at the end, it's going to be the ending that you want to see, right? And then you're going to read that, because when you read books, you imagine the story going on. You know what the characters are going to look like. You know what the scenery is, just off of reading the words. So write yourself a book about you. Put yourself in that, and how you're going to get from this point to this point. Write the whole story, the characters that are going to come in your life, the characters that are going to leave, the different places you're going to travel, the strangers that are going to speak something into your life. Write it all down. And every night before you go to bed, read your book. Okay? Read your book so when you go to sleep, you can think about the story. And then you can have the emotions of the story run through. Very powerful. Some people will record themselves talking to themselves, whether it's affirmations, whether it's just little tidbits of what they want to do, where they want to go. That is just as powerful as writing a book, because anytime you're reading something or anytime you are recording something and you're playing it back to you, you receive it in a different light, right? You are preaching to yourself. You are teaching to yourself in your own voice, and your subconscious is hearing that and it's picking up on that, right? And those visualizations are coming, and the feeling and the emotions are coming. So you just stick with it, okay? Don't let it go, but just stick with it. Those are some of the ways that you can use visualization and with meditation as well, because as you are meditating on pictures, as you're looking and visualizing pictures, Or if you are daydreaming, you are sitting there still with yourself, right? And it is kind of hard for some of us to visualize because just like when you do regular meditation, you do have thoughts. Well, you have pictures that pop in that shouldn't be there, right? They just come out of nowhere, that's interrupting the flow of what you're trying to do. So it takes a little while for some of us. Now, some of us are really good at daydreaming. We are really good at visualization images, and we could just see, right? I'm not one of those. I struggle with that. But some people have a gift for doing that. But if you struggle with that in pictures, or things just interrupt the movie that you're playing for yourself, stick with it. Just keep doing it as often as you can. And sooner or later, you will be able to stream together a whole little movie for yourself that you can go to at any time, that you feel comfortable with, to bring forth those things that you desire in your life. Let's see here. And I didn't tell you what visualization is. I guess I should have did that. Because visualization is simply the practice of creating mental images in your mind, right? Just to see a different reality, a different perspective, that you could become a different person if you just take the time out to craft, to really choose what your life wants to be like. Like, where do you want to go? How are you going to get there? What is it going to look like? What does it smell like? What do you look like? Do you have short hair, long hair? You know, who are around you? Like, you have to go really finite with the details so that you can really implant yourself into the story that you're creating for yourself, so that you can find yourself there at one point, okay? And then just living it out. Now, the benefits of visualization is it really enhances mental clarity, right? And focus, but it also is like, uh, I don't want to say brain power, but it also is like a brain exercise. That's what I want to say, because you really have to dive deep into creating these pictures and holding these pictures. They say that you should at least hold these pictures in your mind for at least 15 seconds, feeling the feeling that comes with the picture, that they agree with each other, right? And hold that picture in your mind with that emotion, okay? Some of us are good at that, others we struggle a little bit. It also boosts confidence because you are now telling yourself your own story. You're not looking or listening to anything outside of yourself. You are now becoming the captain of your ship. You're not allowing the wind to blow you any kind of way. You're not allowing the waves to toss you. You have now identified your goal. Not only have you identified your goal, you know what it looks like, you know what it feels like, you know what it smells like, you know how you're going to get there. And it really boosts your confidence. As you start to do this more and more, you will find yourself turning into the character that you have created. And then it no longer becomes a character, it just becomes you, a new, brand new you, right? Born again you. And now you're on a different path, a whole different trajectory, and it just looks and feels different, right? And sometimes it happens at a snap, right? Just you're there and you're like, wow, how did I get here? But visualization is very powerful, especially when it comes to manifestation. It does reduce stress and anxiety. I think that's why a lot of kids do have great imaginations for escape, right? They want to escape whatever they're going through at the time, and they can mentally just pop out, right? They can just check out and be in their fantasy world, creating what they want to create, seeing what they want to see, and being around the characters they want to be around. And they're really good at that. And so these are like just mental vacations, I guess you can say, to reduce the stress and the anxiety that we all end up feeling in this chaotic life. So that's very important. It also promotes emotional healing, right? For those of you that may be looking for a mate, it's always nice to be able to envision what your mate will look like, what they'll sound like, what will their name be. That's something that I did before I met my husband, you know. So being able to emotionally see yourself in a different spot, maybe it's financially, you know, Now your bank account is full, your barns are overflowing, right? um and you're excited about that. You're able to vacation, you're able to visit family, maybe you're able to buy that dream house that you always wanted. Your business is now flourishing. Whatever it is, it's a way to promote emotional healing or emotional whole. Even with those that we have lost, you can always imagine going forth what the future would have looked like. And I caution people on this because you really have to be strong enough to deal with that. But some people can create a world with their loved ones that are gone with them in there to help them foster not only better relationships with other people, but to help push them forward in their goals, right? Because all of those that we have lost, they don't want us to grieve them. They want us to continue on. They're rooting for us to do what we said that we want to do. They want to see us live out our dreams, right? And some people live for that. I know I am someone who lives for that, with the ancestors, those who have come before me, who have sacrificed so much and had to do so much. I never want to live my life in vain, right? That and think that what they didn't matter. So I always want to live a life where I can honor what they did, what they gave up, what they went through. And so you can do that also, because you don't want to be emotionally stuck. Because if you are emotionally stuck, visualization meditation will not help you, because you will always be grabbing hold to the past and you can't release yourself to go to the future. You can't even see past your own pain or your hurt. So you have to be able to break through to that to have this meditation actually work for you. As we go through here, I did want to do a guided meditation with you. Um, I hope this helps. So we're going to do a guided meditation together so that we can see how this works. So what I'll need you to do is find like a really comfortable spot. You can lie down, you can sit up. You don't need anything special, no equipment or anything like that. You just need yourself. You just need yourself. So we are going to journey to inner peace because it is Wednesday. And I know you've already had a hard week and you're so excited tomorrow is Thursday because you're ready to hit that Friday and then you're ready to enjoy that weekend. So right now we need some peace because some of y'all done walked in a house that is crazy. The kids are swinging off the chandelier. The husband is demanding some stuff. You got laundry piled up. The dishes are all crazy and you just want to kick off your shoes and sit for 5 minutes, but you don't get that. So we are going to journey to where? Inner peace, you guys. All right. So as I said, begin by finding a comfortable seated position. And I need you to close your eyes. And then I just need you to take a few deep breaths. We're going to inhale through the nose and exhale slowly through your mouth. And allow your body to relax with each breath, okay? So here we go. You should feel your shoulders relax. Keep breathing. Pay attention to your heart rate. And just keep breathing. Now, as you're breathing, I want you to imagine roots extending from the soles of your feet. Keep breathing. Now, these roots are grounding you deep into the earth. I need you to feel the stability and support of the ground beneath you, anchoring you in the present moment. Now, picture yourself standing at the entrance of a serene forest. The air is cool and refreshing, filled with the scent of pine and earth. And as you step into the forest, notice the gentle sounds of birds singing and leaves rustling in the breeze. Walk along a soft, moss-covered path, feeling the earth beneath your feet. As you continue, you come to a clearing where a crystal clear stream flows gently. Find a comfortable spot beside the stream and sit down. As you sit, imagine the cool, refreshing water washing away any stress or tension. With each breath, feel a sense of calm and peace flowing through your body. Visualize the water carrying away any worries, leaving you feeling light and free. Now, repeat silently to yourself, I am at peace. I am grounded. I am whole. Allow these words to resonate within you, filling you with a sense of tranquility and empowerment. Now, when you are ready, slowly begin to bring your awareness back to the present moment. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, and gently open your eyes. Take a deep breath and carry this sense of peace and grounding with you as you go about the rest of your evening. Visualization meditation is very important for the mind, for the body, and the spirit. The mind connects with the images that you display, right? The serene places, the places that we get to be to relax. We get to craft our own space for ourselves. And with the body, the breathing brings us to a place where the weight falls off of your shoulders, where for a minute, a moment, you can be away and let the stress go, let the worry and the anxiety go, right? And the spiritual comes in because the message is starting to portray to you. The images are starting to feed you on a path that you should be on, right? The spiritual component is very important in visualization. You must be able to believe what you can't see now is tangible, that it is already written and finished, and that which you are seeking and desiring has already found you, and you are living that life already in the future. It has come, it has passed, and we can celebrate now for what is taking place and how you are already living in the future. So, I hope that this visualization technique helps you. If not, you know, not every technique is for everyone. I have gone over meditation. I have talked about T meditation. Today was visualization meditation. And next Wednesday, we're talking about journaling and meditation. And it's close to visualization, but it has a few different components. But like I said, reading helps you visualize, speaking helps you visualize. So, speaking over yourself that you may see these things, cutting out pictures and putting them places where you can see them. Amazing. Helps you to visualize that thing, right? We have to get back to some of our childhood uh, ideas and maybe even create you a friend that you can talk to, right? The imaginary friend. Who said that that was unhealthy? Unless it's telling you to do something you shouldn't be doing. But, sometimes I talk to myself all the time, and my husband thinks I'm a little wild, but sometimes I have so much in my mind that it just has to come out somewhere, right? And that's why meditation is important. As I said, people give up on meditation because they have so much running through their mind. But you have to recognize those things. Like I said, you have to give them life, and they will eventually fall off. They're just nudging you on the shoulder. There are some of these are warnings. Some of them your body is trying to tell you something important. So in all meditations, no matter which one you choose for you, it's important that you stay still with yourself. And when you're done with the visualization meditation, just lie there for a while. Don't immediately just get up and start doing, but give yourself 5 minutes just to be still and quiet. And that's with every meditation, because sometimes we have answers to our questions downloaded to us. Sometimes we'll get a vision of which way we should go. Even if you think you don't have a question, your mind has a question, your body has a question, your spirit has a question, and things get downloaded to you. So never take that ability for granted that we have inside of us. Okay? So I will be seeing you next Wednesday. But before I go, I want to drop down in the chat the link to the worksheets. Now, you guys know I always give y'all worksheets, give you some homework. I don't want you to leave with nothing, right? That's all for naught. Let's go ahead and get these worksheets dropped in here. Every Wellness Wednesday, you get worksheets so that uh, if you forget everything I said, the worksheets will help kind of walk you through, and it just gives you exercises that you can stay on this visualization meditation for a week, a month. Keep repeating if it works for you, if you like it, but it helps you to get to know yourself better, what your strengths are, where your weaknesses lie, right? Especially when it comes to sitting still with yourself. And it also helps you think, because I believe we go through this world really not knowing us. And so the worksheets I create really gets you back in touch with who you are and reintroducing yourself to you. Because I think sometimes we forget who we are, what we like, where we're trying to go. All of it, right? And so these worksheets really bring you back to self. It really makes you think really hard about what you're trying to do, who you're trying to be, and why The why is so important, right? So go ahead and click on there, get your worksheets, and I hope that you really enjoyed this. Tonight, it's just about we're 30 minutes. We're 30 minutes in, but sometimes it doesn't take that long. I do that just in case you have questions, that the extra 30 minutes or so, or maybe there's conversation going on. So I always want to make sure we give ourselves enough time to do that. Um, I think I think that's it. I think that's it. Mm. Okay. So I really want to thank you for taking, because I know your time is important and I know it's important on a Wednesday evening. So I just want to thank you for joining us for our third meditation session. It was really a joy to explore this with you. I hope that you picked up on something. When we come back, let me know if you decided to write a book, you know, or if the Pinterest or Instagram, the visualization, creating a vision board that way worked for you. Let me know if you came home and did an actual visualization meditation. I also want to let you know if the the meditation we did together, if you like that, if you go on YouTube, you can find a lot of visual meditations where people will walk you through and give you scenarios and environments to place you in, so that as they tell you where you are, you can envision that if you cannot do it on your own. So there are a lot of videos out there that can assist you in visualizing and meditation and the breathing work, right? The breathing is just as important. So that is going to be it for me. Thank you again. Download your worksheets. And as always, I pray whatever you are seeking, whatever you are desiring in this realm, that it is seeking and desiring you as well. Stay rooted, family, and stay well. Until next time, bye.